I'm back with a wig. I'm back with the wig because on episode 3, I look very round. Say hi first to Skinny Cris. I feel like wig Cris is giving skinny because it's like a curtain. Hey guys, welcome to Is It Tuesday podcast. Welcome back to episode 4. Life as we know it has no real definite time frame on things. Like, we all make plans and God laughs. Damn, I'm about to put everything on a t-shirt. But life has been life, and we are back a little delayed, like a week, right? Because like parenting and life and everything, there's no real go-to like manual. Things are going to happen. So is it Tuesday? Like I say all the time, is every day, because I'm loving on myself every day. I'm literally taking, even if it's 10 minutes, just to acknowledge me as a person, not as a mom, as a Black girl, as a girlfriend, a baby mama, anything. I'm just figuring out me, staying in tune and connected with me. So life changed a week ago. My schedule was changed in a way where it doesn't affect me like I thought it would. If this was changing 2 years ago, I would probably be crying, complaining, kicking, screaming. But I think that the life lessons that led up to today, I'm prepared. Like, I study things. I study my opponent. I study myself, the way my body reacts to things. And when it happens, I'm like, oh, I knew that was coming. I didn't know when. I'm not anxious for it to happen. I'm just kind of like, it's coming. My body can feel it. And to always be prepared is the best thing. Like, preparation is key in life. So I was prepared for a change, but the new thing is like, okay, there is no Tuesday. Here you go. You know, and it's a good space. So let me just say, change is good. Change is inevitable. Like, change is coming regardless of how you feel about it. I feel about it when it happens. If it's happening in the right time of your life, the wrong time, it's coming, right? So the new normal is my son is now home with me during the week and going on the weekends. You would be like, well, girl, what about Tuesday? Bitch, every day Tuesday. Tuesday does not mean Tuesday literally. It just means that's the day that it started. But it was up to me to continue to say, like, okay, this day is when I started caring on myself. Now, every day after that, I'm going to take that 24 hours and divide it up however I need to. Maybe I get 5 hours this day. Maybe I get a whole 15. Whatever the case may be, is going to be divided up and divvied up however it needs to be. So now I'm like, okay, I can get on a real schedule. I can have some consistency, and not only me having consistency, my son having consistency. Do you know how hard it's been for me for the last 2 years? Monday, he's here. Tuesday gone. Wednesdays, he's here. Thursdays gone. You can't get on a schedule with a child like that, right? So I'm kind of low-key like celebrating that, because now Monday through Friday, we can have a schedule. Saturday and Sunday, I could do what the fuck I want. And I really think that I accept, and I am grateful that God has given me that opportunity for those 2 years to move freely on those days. I'm also grateful for the opportunity to understand that all days are the same. You know, it depends on how you spend your time. Like, we all say we don't have time. But if you think about what the fuck you do when you wake up, you get on your phone as soon as you wake up. You shitting in the shower. You shitting on the phone. You're always connected to something. So once I realized disconnecting gave me more time, Tuesday did not matter as far as the day. Like, every day I'm disconnecting. Even if you follow me on social media, on Instagram, you know I post less. And it's not because I'm physically doing more, but I'm giving myself more. I'm allowing myself to feel. It's really scary, because most of us are packing our schedules with things to distract our feels, as my friend would say. He says, feel your feels. And lately I've been feeling them, and I had to realize, wait a minute, this change came, but did I manifest this? Possibly. Because now I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at my journal, I'm looking wherever, and I'm like, damn, I remember that time I said, I wish it was like this. So now that I'm given the opportunity to get on a real schedule, not just for my child, but for myself, holding myself accountable for the time that we're wasting doing a bunch of shit that won't matter the next day, how am I utilizing the time that God has given me? Am I flowing or forcing? Am I pouring freely to myself and giving you bitches a sip after? Am I draining myself? Like, what is this thing? So now this week and a half, it's actually been 2 weeks, because last week it started 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so it's been. I thought I would be mad. I'm not mad for me because this works for me, but I'm mad for every other person. And I have to be careful when I'm just saying moms, because I know a lot of single dads. I know a lot of dads with full custody. I know a lot of dads that have that role. So I want us to be mindful. And I might trip up still and be like, moms. Even if I say sons over daughters, it doesn't mean that daughters are less important than sons. It doesn't mean that moms are, because there's a lot of us that's fucking these kids up. I'm going to have a therapist on here. We're going to talk about that. It's a lot of us that don't realize that we were raised on survival and struggle. And we are so blessed to not have to raise our children like that. Like our kids, if you know now, if you have a kid, right, you know that these motherfuckers are saying whatever. They're not scared of you, because you know why? Because we're gentle parents and we're giving them space to talk and communicate. We're like, so what do you want to eat? I don't like that. Okay, I'm not going to make it. You know, before whatever the fuck we cooked, you eat. And if you don't eat it, you're starving. We don't do that now. And our kids have such a better chance than us, just like our parents had a better chance than their parents and so forth. But we're now in a space where we're allowing those people to grow and to speak their mind. I'll make sure you're not crying. You crying? You ain't never pay. Why? Why you got? He a good dad, but he don't pay attention to me. Is it because you're not my daddy? Thank you. Please don't. He's very attractive. Don't try to steal him. I don't want him, but I don't want y'all to have him. He's a great dad. Like dads, moms. This is a lot. And a common denominator here is to get better so these kids could enjoy better and they could flow and thrive and grow without the pressure and the traumas of us. So I think that this schedule thing is amazing. But like I said, for the people that don't get a break, for the moms that mama's baby, papa's maybe, life will happen, life will change. Is that gonna fuck us up? Life be lifing. I think it's my. So what you doing on your phone? Looking at Instagram? Damn. All right, let me think about it. I'm so happy you can edit this. If I look pretty though, just mute it. Put some music over it, like she was rambling. What, me rambling? I know they do. I'll be a good friend to have. Anyway, for the moms and dads that don't get a break, you know, this one gonna be for the moms, dads. But this happens to you guys too. But I'm not a dad, so I'm gonna talk about this to the moms. You remember your grandmother, your auntie, your whole old head, whoever saying, mama's baby, papa maybe, right? When life happens, 9 times out of 10, it affects the mom more. Not niggas like this, not fathers, not good fathers. But for most of us, I'm going to start doing that because I don't want it to be like a generalized thing. For most women that are mothers, when life happens, it is not happening to you and the father, it is happening to you. When you're sick, you can't say, oh, I can't be a mom. When the baby's sick and there's no daycare, there's no, oh, mom, damn, sorry, maybe tomorrow. It's everything drops. You know, I've changed a tampon with a baby on my lap before. I'm sure of it. I've done everything. We've done everything. And instead of, I want us to change how we looking at this when we're in these challenging moments, right? And I can only say it now because I'm on the other side of it. I'm only on the other side of it because I studied my life these last 5 years. I've carried groceries in a fucking heavy 30-pound car seat without an elevator, without a parking garage. You know, I've done it's almost like survival of the fittest. Things don't get easier, you just get better. Like, you get tougher. You understand, like, let me lace up these motherfucking Nikes because I'm going to have to do some work. Like, yeah, my heels is on, but my boots, my combat boots, they in the back seat. So anytime I need to swap it out, toss this wig off, I almost was dramatic and pulled my wig off, but that's too much. Like, bitch, I would have took this Scully off and I would have ran for the hills. But every time something hard came about, like, or something, I'm like, why? Like, what the fuck? Why? Like, where this nigga at? This baby up all night crying with a fever. I got shit to do too. I can't just pick up and go. And for you bitches that picked up and go, an absent mother or a toxic mother is just as bad as a fucking toxic and absent father. Like, we're not gonna say that most of these niggas we dealing with that we're complaining about constantly was not raised by Miss Carla and them. Bitch, you did this. You raised him. You can't even stop calling that nigga mom. Stop calling her. Hey girl, yes, oh yes. She know what the fuck he doing because his daddy did it. But she ain't even spare you. She says, shit, I made it through. She'll be all right. At least he get him. Are we serious, ma'am? You raised him. You could put a stop to this. You could say, now listen here, Jody. What was his mom name? The fuck was baby boy mom name? I know Melvin. Melvin, that's what you need. That's when you gonna tighten up. When Melvin come around, what's up, what's up? He cooking eggs and shit, eating up your baby cereal. That's when these niggas be tightening up. But you can change that now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really thinking about all those hard times. And I thought I was dead and I survived. She could never die. Like, beep, beep, rolling right. I was up. Like, I was like, wait a minute. Let me think of a way to make this easier for me. So moms that's married, because I know them kids walk right past your husband, their daddy, and say, hey, mom, can you open this juice box? I know that there's somebody right now that had to call off work because the nigga's late picking the kids up, or he's not going to pick them up because he doesn't like what you did. So now the kids got to punish. I know, child. Girl, I know. I know all of these things all too well. You can't concentrate at work because you're thinking about these things. I want you to do something that's very important. You know how they tell you, like, think about when somebody's about to attack you when you're in a parking garage, or think about that time that, you know, you may be at a party and somebody tries to take, like, you really got to get in your mind. And that does not mean be on defense. That just means train. Train your mind and your body to really not react to these things that happen, because life is going to happen. And people are, and we want new opportunity and blessings to come to people. Let's not get it fucked up. I don't wish bad on anyone. But I do know that when someone has to pick between what's best for them and what's best for everyone, sometimes they go over this way. Not everybody, but most people. So when that time comes, right, and you already know what you're dealing with, if you've been dealing with something constantly back and forth, stop being like, oh no, he's not going to change. It's not going to change. When someone shows you the first time who they are, please believe it. And that's okay. That doesn't mean they just a horrible person. Just believe that this is the color. They're a purple crayon. They're not indigo. It's not like a pinch of blue. They fucking purple. Let them be purple, right? But what you can do in that time when you're in a hard time, right, is to study. Really, like, map that shit out. Like, okay, when this happened, I did this. And what happened? You got to the next level. When this happened, I did this. I don't react. I adapt. Like, I don't, change is coming. Like, what are we going to do? Life is going to life, and I'm going to go with that motherfucker. I'm going to flow and move accordingly, because the last time and the last time before that and the last time before that, I fucking survived. And then life got better. That's the fucking ticket. Like, once you get to from level 1 to 2, you just keep you collecting coins. You up this motherfucker like, oh shit, grabbing however many lessons you can get on each level. Life's going to happen. Opportunities are going to come. We don't wish well on people because that tongue, you cursing yourself, right? You could either curse yourself or bless yourself. Everything, there's a silver lining. There's that moment where it's like, wait, I could react this way, but does it benefit me in this way? Yes. Do I feel abandoned, left to figure this shit out? Or, eventually this may die out? Probably. But what happened last time when you thought it was the last time? You got better. Shit rolled off your back like, girl, like you sprayed that. What's that, Rain-X? After you get your car washed? The water just rolled off your back. You literally keep getting better. And these lessons are hard. And you want to go crazy sometimes. And you want to be like, nigga, what? But then you got to think about it. This ain't nothing. Better opportunities for you. Hopefully, God willing, means better opportunities for me. Every step, every day is a lesson. Every day you getting better. Study that shit. Learn your opponent. Sometimes it's you. So you got to learn yourself. To know yourself means that, baby, I know me and I know you. And that could be a problem for some because I see you. We don't see people. We just be like, oh, I know. No, study that motherfucker. Look at that pattern. Because now you know how to play the game. This is chess, not checkers. Bitch! How many minutes was that? It was good, bitch. Yep. Life be life. I ain't sound like an angry black mom, did I? Because if I did, that ain't my problem. Life be life, but stay planted, water yourself. Like you gonna bloom wherever you take care of you. So when life gets tough, smoke some weed and drink some tea. And then use a bullet. I'll see you guys next week.